Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae, Half-Genie Hero. This time, for real, is gonna be the final time, I swear. I know, last time I thought, I was sure that that was gonna be the final episode. But as soon as I was done editing my video, cutting it a little bit down to size, I figured I might as well, jump into the game one final time, check out those remaining game modes, and be done with it. But well, it turns out they were fun. I found myself still having fun with them, or having fun with them again. With one in particular. And so I've tried Ninja mode, Beach mode, and Officer mode so far. I've not tried Jammies mode yet. So I'm thinking about actually just starting with this one, so I can, so I get a completely fresh, blind experience at least on the beginning of it. And so far they have all been following the same pattern, basically, but they're not at all what I expected. I mean, I don't know what exactly I expected, just because this one says, calls an arcade-style adventure, and they all seem pretty much like... They seem similar, except that they all have, a different Shantae costume as the main character with, a different moveset, obviously. But otherwise I expected something less of a coherent playthrough or storyline, and more of a series of unconnected stages, perhaps. But, well, so far it's the same levels, but yes, with different, movement abilities, attacks, and whatnot, which make for pretty different playthroughs. That being said, Ninja mode has been the most mundane so far, the closest to the main playthroughs, or what I call the main playthroughs. But I guess other than these four here, just having their own silly little storyline that seems to be non-canonical, as opposed to the first three that basically tell the same story. Yeah, other than that, they're completely full-fledged playthroughs. Yeah, Ninja mode, it has an interesting moveset, but is otherwise the least different. Beach mode is somewhat different, and I'm not a huge fan of it because of one particular mechanic. Officer mode is actually super fun, and I made it pretty far already, and I'm seriously considering finishing this one, if nothing else. Jammies mode, as I may or may not have mentioned, I have not actually started yet, so that one's gonna be blind. I've not started it, but just from looking at the tiny little preview there, it looks pretty similar to the beach mode, so we'll see how much I like that one. What I can say, from having played the first three here, is that the writing is an absolute highlight for these. There's some of the best, wittiest dialogue is in the entire game I've seen in these three, and for that reason alone, I've been considering, making this bonus episode on them after all. So, without further ado, only 3 minutes in. No big deal. I'm gonna jump into Jammies mode because I haven't seen this one yet. Right, so they all start here, but with their own little intro dialogue and their own setup for why Shantae is going on this adventure in that particular costume, respectively. Giggle. I just had the coolest idea. It's a perfect way to thank everyone who helped me get through my recent adventures. Not just Uncle, or Sky and Bolo and Roddy Chops, but everyone, including the player. I'm going to host the ultimate slumber party, and everyone's invited. You'll have pillow fights and snacks and stories. This is going to be so cool. I better spread the word fast. Okay, is that why she's traveling through the world, to spread the word? And beating up some baddies along the way? Fair enough, I guess. I'm going to give everyone I know an invitation to my ultimate slumber party. Oh, I guess all the barons, specifically, that's why she makes her way to their lairs. I won't leave anyone out. But first, I better read the tag on the back of these pajamas. Yep, that's also... Should I just... I don't know, should I just start a new playthrough for each of these? Just so we see the opening dialogues? Because they've been so fun. And then the opening dialogues for each new level. I mean, that's basically... You get some dialogue at the start and at the end of the level. That's basically it. But yeah, as I said, it's been really good. I better read the... And yeah, each one starts with her reading something and complaining about it being too long or difficult. I don't know. Better read the tag on the back of these pajamas. Gosh, this is long. Kinda wish there was a way to skip this. Yep. Anywho, Garment Care 1, Delicate Fabric. These comfortable, fan-pleasing pajamas are made from a fine silk and cotton weave. Wash with your delicates in cold water only. They offer very little resistance to enemy attacks. Avoid all monsters. Oh, so that's gonna be the gimmick for this run? Am I gonna have a single heart or something? Oh no. Gosh, sounds like I'll have hardly any defense while wearing my jams, or just taking a lot of damage, I guess. Same difference. Next, Garment Care 2, Dream Cloud. Yeah, so this basically tells you about the specifics of each playthrough. The inner lining of this garment is filled with a soft, downy layer to promote a healthy, deep sleep. Press Y to float away on a cloud of total relaxation. Sounds cool. Next up, Garment Care 3, Woolly Manifestations. This garment contains 5% wool content, shared from happy farm-raised sheep. Our sheep lead rich, fulfilling lives. Heartfelt blessings are whispered into their ears, keeping them overjoyed at all times. That sounds like some really happy sheep. Nevertheless, please use caution if you suffer from wool allergies. Lucid, wool-induced REM sleep may cause physical woolly sheep manifestations to enter the real world. Yep, I've seen it happen. Fire a bouncing sheep at your foes by pressing B. Gosh, these pajamas are hardcore. Well, off I go. And, I mean, she obviously doesn't have her hair tied into a ponytail, so I don't know what her attack's gonna be. Oh, okay, I see. She beats things up with her pillow. She does have the full health. Oh. Deals 10 damage with it, which is the most damage out of any basic attack, or really almost any attack. Didn't really realize, or didn't really notice her taking particularly high damage, to be quite honest. Okay, we can throw these bouncy sheep. And we can float, which is what mostly reminds me of the other mode, the bikini mode. Whatever it's called. Wow, I mean, she deals a ton of damage. I don't know. Maybe she's more vulnerable than normal. Also, the level up mechanic is in all of these. Okay, I mean, we don't need that. Okay, that bounces back. Right, we have squids to collect as well. Dream squid. So apparently these only... Well, I mean, they only matter for that playthrough's completion and thus unlocking an extra artwork, or an alternate version of the artwork. It's really not a huge deal, unless, you know, you care about 100%ing. Yeah, so this is pretty similar to the beach mode, except minus the super annoying mechanic that one has. So I suppose I like it more than that, at least. Otherwise, you know, not the fastest movement or anything. You do deal a ton of damage. I can't talk, but that's not new. And yeah, I don't know. I'm not noticing the increased damage intake. I am noticing dealing even more damage as we level up, so that's nice. Kind of interested in seeing the maximum upgrade level. To see how quickly she swings that pillow. Okay, nice. Oh, really? Well, thankfully those starfish don't deal any damage, and they're really not a huge problem, all things considered. Being able to fly certainly is convenient. Alright, final squid here. Of course, the real test of each of these playthroughs is the mermaid fight. And I made it to that one on 2 of them, on ninja mode, I believe, actually. Yeah, no, definitely did. Why am I doing this? I can just fly. I made it to that fight on ninja mode and on officer mode, and well, it's been... Oh god, this is... Okay, the bounciness is a little bit annoying, but not too bad. I can actually fly across here, but Yeah, nothing there. Would have been weird to have another squid right there. Oh, interesting. I guess I did get too close to the top of the screen or something, and it eventually ran out. It doesn't seem to be consuming any mana or anything. Oh, okay, it's just time-based. Yeah, what was I talking about? I don't know. Okay. Another level. Yeah, so I made it to that boss fight and little difficulty actually. Defeated it on the first try on both attempts. So I don't know. Overall, even though you still have the limited health, same limited health as in Friends to the End mode, I've been having less trouble with these. Maybe with the exclusion of beach mode because of the extra gimmick. Okay, max level. How much damage is this? What, 16 damage? And we attack pretty fast. Holy crap. That's gonna be a boss killer. I mean, I'm almost to good old Poop Toot Tinker Slug. Come on. Oh, I see. You can't actually steer down. You always float up. I mean, that's hardly a problem, since you can't just deactivate the cloud and drop back down. So yeah, I mean, movement-wise, this should make navigation pretty simple. This is the place. The first person on my invite list is Risky Boots. She should arrive any time now. In fact, I think this is her. There she is. Ho ho ho, snap to, man. We're going to blast this town to smithereens.
Not so fast, Risky Boots.
Oh great, it's the brat. Step aside, or I'll...
Wait!
Hold on! You've got it all wrong. I just want to invite you to my ultimate slumber party.
What's this?
An invitation? From me? Don't be absurd. Here, let me see that. You think I'd fall for such an obvious trap? Men! Blast this interfering imp into the ocean. But... oh, Tinker Slug. Slime-ridden sail barge. Okay. All the bosses have their unique little subtitles. Oof. For each of these. Come on. Did I actually one-cycle it? Okay. I guess I was just about to say they probably adjusted the health for the bosses. But nope. That definitely was enough damage to one-cycle it. Amazing. Ah, how dare you interfere! I already told you. I just want to invite you to my party. Won't you please come? I don't know what this is about, but I won't be made a fool of. And she's gone. I'm sure the others are gonna come. Rats. Oh well, maybe she'll change her mind later. I've still got lots of invites to hand out. Next on my list, Techno Baron. Well, and I suppose we've seen the gameplay and, you know, I just wanted to show it off, and so I did. Yeah, the list of stages seems to be about the same, if not exactly the same. Of course, I am curious about the final stage, and I'm assuming that each one of those is going to be a custom-tailored new stage, you know, specifically for the respective ability set. Yes, that's fine.
Shantae.
So I am interested in seeing them, and you know, for each one of these, except for beach mode, I can see myself playing it that far, maybe. You know, why not? But, well, beach mode. Let's just go. Let's continue with ninja mode. I suppose I'm gonna just load wherever I ended there first. Oh, I ended here. For good reason, because obviously the worm is back. Now, you might have already noticed that you move pretty fast. So that's one thing that makes this fun, is the fluid movement. Although, I will say, it is somewhat hindered by the fact that you automatically grab walls, and it's... I mean, while convenient, the wall grab also is not without its problems. You deal okay damage at highest level, which we don't currently have. Yeah, there's the squid. I already made it partially up the tower, but then gave up in mild frustration, because it's still what it is, you know. So yeah, you can wall climb. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, at max level you do attack pretty quickly and deal some good damage. Yeah, this is extremely annoying. Also, I don't know how to... There must be a way to jump off a wall, like, the opposite direction, but I can't really get it to work. It's probably easy too, but... Oof. Yeah. Okay, at least you can easily outrun those fireballs here. Yeah. Then that keeps happening. It's kind of awkward how you can... How all I can manage is to just basically fall off the wall and lose a lot of height if I want to go to the other side. I believe this is as high as I've ever been in this mode. Pretty sure. I just get that guy out of here. Do I even... Wait, what do I do? What do I do? I don't even know. You can, by the way, you can throw ninja stars and you can teleport in mid-air. Oh, you can teleport upward. That changes things. I did not know that. Huh. I thought it was only horizontal. Okay, ugh. Please. And I died. Because, of course, true to my character, I did not pay attention to my health. Not that it would have changed anything. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's basically how this character works. And, you know, it's movement is fun enough, except that sometimes you try to jump over something and instead you know, she decides to automatically cling to the wall, and that can be a little bit annoying, but, you know, it's something that you can get used to for sure. And then there's the teleport, which is, you know, it's kind of interesting. Now, especially now that I know that you can use it to teleport straight up. That's definitely changes things. Oh no! Oh, see, that's an example where I want to jump up, and instead she just insists on clinging to the wall. Well, anyway, that should suffice. The thing is, the dialogue is very funny. I wonder, can you see that? Oh, and by the way, I did not get any squids on the very first level because I did an achievement there where I didn't fight anything, I just ran through. Ah, okay, you don't get the dialogue, of course, only when you start a new game. That's to be expected.
Shantae.
It's pretty funny. She talks about mastering the ninja arts, and I don't know, I mean, obviously it's... telling you about it is not quite as good as seeing it firsthand. But believe me, it's fun. Definitely worth playing or looking for an actual proper playthrough, which obviously must exist somewhere on YouTube. But yeah, I think for me, it's just gonna be this little, you know, sneak preview. Not a preview, really. It's just, you know, whatever. Beach mode, sure, I'll show it off. I haven't actually played in her standard costume yet, for what it's worth. Not that there is a whole lot of costume on her. So yeah, this is as far as I made it. And you can see in the bottom left there is that display. So in this mode, one of the gimmicks, I guess, is that you need to be collecting sunscreen regularly, or else you're gonna get a deadly sunburn. I guess that's the idea. So that meter is constantly going up, and you have to get to either water, because obviously getting wet protects you from UV rays, as we all know, or you know, collecting the next bottle of sunscreen, which are generously distributed throughout the levels. But still, the constant timer that's ticking is exactly, you know, it's all that I hate about. It's probably my most hated video game mechanic. Just, you know, and it's so pointless. I mean, yeah, sure, thematically it might make sense, but it's just, for me, it just does not make for a fun mechanic. What you can do is actually activate a bubble, which is extremely similar to starting to float away on a cloud. And you can also throw this bouncy beach ball, which again is very reminiscent of the bouncy sheep. So Yeah, and once the meter is full, you start losing health, and I could have collected that bottle and not died, but you know. Yeah. That's this game mode, and I believe that's as much as I'm willing to play of that. Because I definitely don't see myself playing through all of this with that constant timer ticking down. I don't know. I'm sure there are people who find that enjoyable, or at the very least tolerable, but not me. Yes, I'm sure. But now, we come to my favorite game mode. Possibly, I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I like it more than the main game, but out of these extra game modes, that's definitely my favorite. And that is Officer Mode, just because it plays so very differently. And, I mean, to be quite fair, part of it is definitely because it's also quite simple. You can't do a whole lot of things, and that's absolutely fine by me, you know? Give me just a handful, not even a handful of different abilities to manage, and I'm super happy. Just, this mode basically turns the game into a puzzle platformer, where you only have, you know, basically one mechanic, and everything's built around that. As you can see, I'm already 59% through it. I'm gonna start a new game just because I find the dialogue for this also particularly good. I hope I can do it some justice. Alert, alert! Uh-oh, it's an urgent message from the Galactic Penal Squad. Zzz. Come in, Officer Shantae. Shantae here. I read you. Space hooligans have escaped custody. They're wreaking havoc all over Sequin Land. We need you to locate and apprehend every last one of them. You are hereby authorized to jump and shoot pellets. I am on the case. Officer out. Gosh, this is perfect. With my new Space Officer outfit, I'll be able to bring more evildoers to justice than ever before.
Let's go!
I'd better get going. The citizens of Sequin Land need me. And I believe this is some sort of crossover or cameo, but I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with whatever other franchise this outfit might be from or might be a reference to. But I think it was mentioned in some dialogue. They called it a crossover. I don't know. Maybe that was just a joke, or maybe it really is. But yeah, again, I'm not familiar with it. But it's fun either way. I'll have those space hooligans clapped in irons before you can say weird crossover. Oh, it literally says so right here. I could have sworn it was in the dialogue with Risky, but well, here it is. Yeah, again, who knows if it really is a crossover. I don't know. But first, I'd better debrief myself. Got my protocol handbook right here. Let's see what it has to say. Gosh, this is kind of long. Wish there was a way to just skip past all this, which, well, of course, you can. Just press start to skip it. But who would do that? No matter. It reads, Rule number 1. Know your battle frame. The battle frame is another name for your cybernetic bod. Warning, it's not a toy. Your cyber body is very powerful. However, your body does have some limitations. For example, your body cannot duck, crawl, or dance. Well, specifically, problematic is that you cannot duck. That is actually the one thing I don't like about this, and I don't see why that would not work, other than they didn't want to include an animation for it, because, well, it's really just annoying, because it makes dodging some enemy attacks more difficult than it would otherwise be, and it needs to be, but, you know, maybe they added that on purpose, just to make things a little bit more challenging, because otherwise you're pretty powerful, so I guess maybe it balances out. It's nature, yeah, right, cybernetic nature. Get used to it. Oh, I guess that means only running and jumping for me. But yeah, as I said, you know, simplify things for me and I'm happy. Next, rule number 2, know your pellet shooter. Fire pellets by pressing X, so your normal attack is a range attack, which is always great. Like any firearm, you can power it up by collecting brightly colored gems. Yep, seems normal. Don't get hit or you risk dropping gems. Sounds cool. I mean, not the dropping part, but yeah. Next up, rule number 3, know your siren helmet. The siren helmet is the ultimate in peacekeeping equipment. Pressing B will reverse the position of any switch block in the vicinity. Use this ability to navigate your environment and solve puzzles. And that's the core mechanic. And finally it says, rule number 4, no one gets left behind. That said, it's okay to leave everyone behind. Your primary mission is to clear the stage. Once you've secured an area, you can go back to apprehend any space hooligans you've missed. Gosh, I can't wait to nab my first scumbag. Yay, off I go. Right. And that is what you do. And this is the one game mode that does not have you collect Dream Squids, but instead in the top right we see our Space Hooligans. And yeah, these blocks are absolutely everywhere, and you just hit B to switch their state in mid-air or anywhere. You have your pea shooter, which will become drastically more powerful as you level up. Well, you cannot duck, but thankfully this has a pretty generous hitbox, so enemies that crawl close to the ground you can typically just hit. Don't want to lose my gems here, so I'm gonna play it extra safe. By the way, you can kill yourself by... Yay, Space Hooligan. You can kill yourself by... that was not great. Activating a switch block when you're standing in front of it. And you should try to avoid that. Because it is literally an instant kill. There we go. First upgrade. It's already pretty good, but it gets better. Why did I do that? Well, that was not on purpose, but there you go. That happens. I really like that little 8-bit sounding fanfare thingy that plays when you die. Oh, hey. Forgot that you were there. Just leave me alone, Starfish. Get out of here. Wow, okay. Forgot about this little bombardment. So yeah, this is just basically some very straightforward platforming with, well, 3 buttons: jump, shoot, and switch the blocks. And yeah, I don't know, for some reason it really works well for me. There we go. That's almost amazing, but it gets even better than that, believe it or not. There you go. Final Hooligan. I mean, I wasn't really planning on playing through the first stages again, but I at least want to include the boss dialogue with Risky because I think it's funny, as I said before. Right, we have 1 Hooligan here. Get all the gems. We're actually almost up to level 4, which is awesome. Right, so we jump from here, like this. And then there's one more Hooligan up here. There is a little gap that I definitely did fall into, trying to just walk across on my very first playthrough. So that was a bit unfortunate. Oh, and by the way, this works too. There's probably something up there. Or is there? Well, there is, yes. Oh, right, you have the fully upgraded thing. I mean, look at that. It's just as glorious as it looks. I don't know if there's a Hooligan below, but I mean, obviously, there's no real necessity to try to go for 100% here. Okay. There we go. Back up again and back down again, and I'm trapped. I guess I could have untrapped myself if I had that kind of reaction time. Okay, so I missed one somewhere. That's fine. Or is it down here? Sorry, her. They may be hooligans, but they're still human beings. Okay, boss fight. Well, first dialogue. Come in HQ. I've arrived at a suspicious looking area. There could be a space hooligan nearby, or it could be space hooligans nearby. Watch your back, officer. I'm tracking a bogey. Ew, gross. It's coming in fast and at sea level. I'll handle it.
Stop that tinker.
You there. Pull it over. Oh, great. What seems to be the problem, officer? Name and identification, please.
Queen.
Me. Don't you know who I am? Age, weight, eye color? Not telling, indeterminate. Well, actually red, but... Do you have a permit for this giant slug contraption? I'm going to need to see both a vehicle registration and a pet license.
So.
One moment, officer. I have the paperwork tucked right in... Oh my gosh, what is that over there? What? Where? Fell for the oldest trick. Tinker Slug. License payment overdue. Alright. Oh, of course. It's fine. It would have been nice to have maximum damage here, but this works. Like before, you have to wait a certain time before it's ready again. Also, the layout for these blocks changed slightly. Wow, I might actually die here? Come on, mash as hard as you can. Ah, my first attempt when I defeated this thing. Okay, it seems to work. I ran into that stray little pellet, of course. So, originally I defeated this on my first attempt. Needless to say, of course I don't do it now when I'm recording. What was I even trying to say? Oh right, and I ended up needing 3 cycles of attacks. But in the end, I was... Oh, what? What? That is wild. So, in the end, I was 2 shots away. So I only needed 2 more shots in the 3rd phase. So that made me think that you could definitely do it in 2 cycles, just by, you know, starting the damage as early as possible and, you know, mashing as hard as you can. But doing it in 1 cycle? I mean, yeah, I had my fully upgraded gun, but wasn't I dealing... I mean, the numbers looked about the same, but I guess I was really hitting it 3 times per shot. With all 3 projectiles, as opposed to only 1. Yeah, I mean, obviously, that must be the difference. Okay, well, that's nice. It's pretty apparent that you're no space hooligan, so this time I'll let you off with a warning. But next time, cooperate right away and save us all a big hassle. Can you do that? Thank you, officer. It won't happen again. Oh man, I wish I could just quickly show off the dialogue for Techno Baron, and actually also for what's her face, Holly, the fake genie. It's also good. It's really funny. I mean, the writing has been great for the main game, but I feel like they really went all out for these extra modes for some reason. I mean, it's great. Why wouldn't they? But yeah, I don't know if it's just me, if it's just the pressure being off because I, you know, was just playing casually on my own time. But I thought it was great. Anyway, I guess that's gonna suffice, or should I play one more level? One, you know, on my main playthrough? Anyway, headquarters, this is Officer Shantae reporting in. The area is secured. Roger that, prepare to evacuate. And, right, that's all there is. I think I'm halfway through the Cape Crustacean, or what was it called? Yeah, that's fine.
Shantae.
Let's take a look at that, right? Some more advanced platforming and block puzzle shenanigans. Officer mode. Oh, wait. Had I not been through here? I guess not. Okay. Full heal, that's nice. I thought I had started playing this one. Maybe not. Maybe actually not. No, I've definitely done this. Huh? Did I not save at the end of this? Right, here you just drop through. Grab her. Yes, here you try to do that, yep. well, it's fine. I'm just gonna do it again. No big deal. But these guys are always such jerks. Super annoying. Just not much you can do about that. You see, we do this and this. And... What? Really? I took damage from one of those cannons. That's new. Oh, you know what? I remember. I actually died in one of those puzzles because I could not figure out how to do it before I ran out of health. Just ignore all of those guys? Holy crap. That was a lot of them. Might actually be right here. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we got the that laser blocked by these blocks, so we can stand here. And I basically just have to jump onto that one block that's active right now to the left. How do I do that? Because obviously I also need to be protected from the death laser, so I want the laser to be on the right side. That's super tight though. Not sure how you do that. Oh, except maybe I do? I'll wait here. I guess maybe if I just stand here. Oh, that works. That totally works. Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's how you're supposed to do it. I never actually tried standing on the, you know, on the gap between two differently phased blocks. And then changing them, but well, it worked obviously. Oh, really? Right in my face. Huh, interesting then. Yeah, not being able to duck is definitely a problem with those things. Okay, here we get some actual required mid-air switches. Full heal, thank you. It's appreciated. These cannons have not been a problem in any of the other playthroughs, but here, when you don't have the full power available, actually turns out to be a bit of a problem. Kill it quickly, come on. Before it shoots in your face. Alright. I guess we hide here? Alright, okay. That was a bit sketchy, but no problem. Okay. Ooh. Oh god, that's rough. Wow, you need to get some momentum going. But obviously you can't really run very far. Unless I was doing it wrong? I don't know, was I? I guess I'm gonna do this. There's a tiny little gap between those lasers. You're safe. Did I do something different? No. No, I have to. Obviously. I mean, I basically have to jump and switch. I also should probably wait until the airship is as close as possible. Okay, that does not feel great, so let's never do that again. Oh, of course I have to do another puzzle here. Wait, oh, there, okay. They're not always on. So I have a chance to do this. Wait, I'm not safe there at all. Oh god. This is definitely as complex as, you know, the most complex that these puzzles have been. Which, you know, shouldn't be surprising, because obviously the further you go, the more complex it gets. I wait until they're off, and I can actually just jump across though, can't I? Wait, no I can't, because I... Oh, right, you're safe here, okay. Alright, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. Right. No! Okay, well, it's fine. Because I'm just gonna respawn here. Oh god, okay. Oh, we're fully leveled. So now we actually destroy stuff quickly. As opposed to... not very quickly at all. Okay, we got another hooligan here. Can just walk through here. Jump up here. Jump up here. No problem. Oh, okay. That one seems extremely simple compared to the previous one, but hey, I'll take it. Okay, so that goes all the way there. I could squeeze past that one. Although I guess I'll just go in between them. No, there's some room there. Oh, that works though. Can I jump back out? Yep, no problem. I'll switch that one. Okay, interesting. And we made it. And we got all the hooligans. See, I mean, doesn't that look fun? Because I think it's fun. It's getting more demanding for sure. Did I see a hooligan right up there? But yeah, I mean, this should suffice. I saved the game just now, right? Yeah, sure I did. So that's gonna be it. That got longer than I thought, but you know, I showed them all off, and yeah, they're fun, especially the dialogue. They definitely they're definitely a huge part of the fun for these, but also specifically the officer playthrough is, yeah, it's just great in its own right. That's really, it could be an entire game just centered around that mechanic, and I mean it's basically what it is. They just reused the already existing levels and made a game out of that that plays very differently from the main playthrough, but very good in its own right. So yeah, good stuff. Glad I checked them out after all. And yeah, I hope this was enjoyable and interesting. And for real this time, this is gonna be it for this game. Yeah, as I already said, the next playthrough, or the next Let's Play is gonna be not Shantae. I already have a game in mind that looks awesome to me, and that I've been looking forward to playing for some time, ever since I first saw it, basically. And it's been sitting in my Steam library for a while now, waiting, but its time has come now, very soon. And yeah, after that, most likely, we're gonna take a look at the final, so far, the latest Shantae game. So yeah, I hope that's something to look forward to. As always, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and I shall see you real soon. Bye-bye.